Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Titbits of Gully Cricket. So, Shash, Mumbai have lost their eighth game, and it was all because of the Mr. Consistent Rahul. He scored
Mm,
103 last Saturday against Mumbai, and yet again he
mm.
scored another century yesterday against Mumbai. So,
Yeah,
like we discussed yesterday, his average was 94, and now his average against Mumbai since 2018 is 111. What does he have against Mumbai, Shash?
I don't know. Maybe Bradman might come into his body or something when he plays against Mumbai. No idea. I mean, other coincidence I can see is, or probably which the Mumbai Indians can request the BCCI is not to have games on weekends with LSG because he's been getting hundreds on those days.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Coming to the serious part, again, he just stood out. If not for him, maybe they would have got even less than 150. As I said, that he might take the responsibility, and that's what he did. Uh, Decock was available as there were doubts on his availability, but yeah, I mean Rahul made sure that he held the innings together and played a typical KL knock. A lot of class most of the time, and makes the batting look very effortless, very pleasing to the eye. He has the big shots as well, so it's looking good for him. And like with World Cup in a few months, so let's hope he keeps continuing this form.
All right. So they got to a total of 168, which was kind of chaseable. So don't you think Mumbai bowlers are doing better now than before?
Yeah, I mean, see, on Wankhede, generally, if you see the average score, I think it would be around 180.
Mm.
Maybe the pitch was also a little tricky yesterday. Not the typical flat Wankhede wicket that you see. You would have thought that a few things might go Mumbai's way, considering it was Sachin's birthday and they were also playing on their home ground as well, because no other team has that facility in this IPL season. But alas, it seems like nothing is actually going their way. If the bowlers do a decent job of restricting the opposition, the batsmen are just not delivering. It seems like there are problems of plenty. Like they just can't get a win, which is very surprising for a team which has won the IPL so many times. So I don't know how badly they could have messed up the auction this time around, or is it just that the players are not in a good space? We can just assume things. We don't know what's happening in the dugout or in the dressing room. We just hope that they can get a few wins before the season ends.
All right. With the bat, they are not getting a good start as well. But Ishan Kishan has been brilliant over the years, even for Team India, and that's why I think he was sold at a staggering amount in the IPL auction. But ever since that happened, he has not performed. So, what do you think? Is it the price tag which is having that pressure on him?
Well, practically, you would say that that should not have a bearing on any player's performance, but I think it will definitely have an impact, because if you see over the course of years, most of the players who've been sold out for a huge amount have not been able to perform. Not like let's say extremely consistently, but even like winning 3-4 games for the team. If you talk about that, because there is a certain reason why teams pay so much to a player, all right? And yeah, does that have an impact on the player? I guess it does. They might not be willing to accept it, but then deep inside they would realize that oh god, what am I doing? They're paying me so much, and then I'm not even giving them, like, forget the ideal returns, like at least something in return, basically. So yeah, it might be the case, seeing how things have panned out in the past.
Yeah. So, one 15 crore player did not play well for Mumbai, but the Lucknow 15 crore player, which is Rahul, is doing extremely well. And that's why
Yeah.
he was the man of the match. And coming to our contest, Chas, we have five people who have predicted it right. Today, again, we'll have it
Yeah.
in the middle of the show. So
Yeah.
I'll just spin the wheel with the five names who got it right.
Okay.
Plenty of repeat winners, I guess.
Hmm. Sneha Prabhu.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sneha, on
Almost
winning a mega
everyone,
voucher.
almost everyone in this have won before. So
Well, as we are happy to announce a winner, but what I would say is, the more subscribers, or let's say the more people we get to comment, we would also be happy giving out vouchers to different people. So in that way, we know that we are probably reaching out to others as well. So yeah, guys, request you to comment as and when you can, so that we have different winners
Yeah.
on different days. Yeah.
And also don't forget, before commenting, you have to like the video. Otherwise, you will cancel the voucher. Yeah. Okay. So moving on, Shash, we have the clash of the Kings tonight. The Chennai Super Kings will be fighting Punjab Kings at the same stadium for their 2 points.
Hmm.
Uh, Now, we often criticize the RCB because the top three doesn't perform, but it's in fact the CSK that have the least runs from the top three this season. So
Is
is
it?
that, yeah? So is that what is hurting them, Shash?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely you can say that is one of the areas that they have to work upon. Ruturaj has been quite disappointing this season, except for the one odd innings. A player of that potential, we all saw what he did in the last season, and I think he was one of the reasons why they also went on to win the cup. With the team that had a very bad season the previous year, to come back and win the cup, that shows the kind of confidence or the belief that they have in themselves. So again, this year things have not gone quite right. According to the plan is what I would say. There was change of leadership, and quite a few new players, non-availability of players like Deepak Chahar. They've faced quite a few issues, but I think they've managed to get wins in between. So that means that they still have a small chance of making it to the playoffs. Yeah, so that is how things are looking for them as of now. Uh, well, for Punjab, I mean, it's simple. Like they have to keep winning games in order to stay in contention for the top four.
Yeah. So one of the key members for Punjab is Shikhar Dhawan, who is just 2 runs away from 6,000 IPL runs and
Hmm.
59 runs away from 1,000 runs against CSK. So which one of these will we see today? Is it both?
Why not? I mean, he's someone who is pretty reasonably consistent, as a player. So he keeps getting those runs. I think he's had uh, like a few dull games, like the last two games, I would say. But otherwise, he's been chipping in with those runs. Sometimes he's been the aggressor. Sometimes he's taken over the role of an anchor as well. So yeah, he can play both ways depending on the situation of the game. And there's a possibility that he might end up achieving both the records that you had mentioned.
All right. So you've spoken about both the teams. And the last 5 games, Punjab have won two and CSK have won three. So who will be the one who will win tonight? What do you think?
Well, in the clash of the kings, it is actually a little difficult. If I just have to put my bet on the team that has won the last game, I would go with Chennai, because they won it off the very last balls. Those type of wins generally boost the morale of the team, and even the confidence that they came back. And because I think they needed 20 runs or something. And when you win from that position, you feel a lot more confident. Saying that Punjab would also want to stake a claim here, and probably make some changes which might improve the balance of the team, because I feel they're either one batsman or bowler short, is what I feel in their team.
All right. So with that, we come to an end. We'll be watching a game today where CSK, I think they cannot make it to the playoffs, but they'll try their best to win all the games and have a
Correct.
small chance of making it through. So we'll have to watch the Clash of the Kings tonight to know. And with that, we conclude our video. But do not forget, we have the Man of the Match contest. So all you have to do is predict Man of the Match and drop your name in the comments before the start of the second innings of the game. So do comment, share, and like the video. And with that, we stop the video here. Thank you and cheers.